Good morning. Good morning, Meta. Facebook. This seemed funny. I changed my background. It almost matches my hair. Seemed like. Give me a minute. I have to get something to drink, and then I gotta turn my TV down. Okay, I'm back. Good morning. Sorry about that. I've been up for a while. sometimes I get something on my mind, I or the Lord, brings something to me. I say, well, I might as well, you know, get ready to, you know, do a video. Or basically what I've been doing is going live, but I want to do the videos, just record the videos. I probably wouldn't do as well if I recorded the videos, though, because I know I'm live, so then I'm not sure who's watching. So I don't know. I'm just trying to do God's will. First of all, I just like to thank God, Jesus, for waking me up this morning in the right frame of mind, continuing to keep me sane and blowing breath in my body. And Jesus is the reason why I live. And I like to thank God for helping me to continue on my journey and being righteous. Because that was one of my prayers, to be righteous. I know that I'm not perfect, but I can continue to try my best. Okay. I kept kind of tossing and turning, so the Lord put this on my mind, and it's kind of been on my mind for a while, to be honest. I I experienced this, and I know a few people have experienced this, and I mean, more and more, today we are experiencing this. So the word is, and what we want to be discussing and talking about is mimic. Mimic. And I'm gonna get my dictionary, because I know what mimic means. It's just another word. What happened with my screen? I saw that. What's going on? Is somebody trying to copy me? Turn me off? Meta, don't act like that. My phone is fully charged. So I don't know what happened, but I just saw something say finish the video. I didn't do that. Put my dictionary down here. Okay, I got it. So it's the word is mimic. Well, the reason why I think God put it on my mind, because I've been experiencing something for the past few months, and not only that, like all my life, but the past few months, I've been experiencing this. Okay, first of all, this is what I want to ask you guys. Facebook, Meta, this is Wake Up with Jesus. This is my little segment and the thing that I came up with to keep me in line with God, and not only that, for people to get to that don't know Him to get to know Him, and people that do know Him to keep a habit or a schedule or a routine to get up with Him, and to remember what He did for us, as far as dying on the cross and for our sins, so we could live in eternity. So, so mimic. I'm about to tell you, for people that don't know A lot of words in the dictionary align with each other. They have substitute words for it, and you can. And some people choose to use certain words because they want to sound educated, or they just um, they choose to use the word. But I can use an example or a parable or something, a metaphor or something similar to what what they're saying. But it's more like mimic is more like mocking someone or doing the same thing that they do. So I'm gonna read it from the Webster. Another word that I just saw that put not me, but put the word mimic in line with each other is mirroring. Like if I'm looking right here and I'm looking at myself, I'm mirroring myself because I'm looking at myself. I see myself, right? Okay, that's one word. But I'm trying to get to the word so I can give you the definition. I don't know why it won't. I don't see it yet. It's weird. There it is. Okay, MIMIC. It's well, it's given a short definition. So I may just go back to mirroring, or go back to another word that's similar to this because it's not giving me what I thought it would give me. So in the Webster homeschool office large print, it's saying mimic. It's an adjective. It says of the nature of, pertaining to, or formed by, imitation, or mimicry. That's that. So now, since I came up with mirroring, we'll see what that says. Because it may, I, I, mimic kept coming in my mind. But I also, as I was looking for mirroring came up. And then I'm looking at myself in this, this slide right here, seeing myself talking to you guys. So, I'm going to look up mirroring. See, miracle. I don't know why it's not coming in. Let's see. Maybe I came too far. Hmm. That's weird. Hmm. Wow. I know I'm spelling it right. It's almost like one of the 10 Commandments that I went over. And they use the word clone. It's almost like clone. I don't know why it's not giving me. Yeah, I don't know why. In here it's not giving me mirror or mirroring. As I'm saying, looking at myself in this phone. And that's what made me think of it. Well, I'm not gonna stay too long on this. But I'm going to clone real quick. Because I remember reading the 10 Commandments. And they had clone that God didn't want anybody trying to clone his image or anything that was made that he made in heaven on earth. Um, so I'm gonna go to clone, see if that's in there. I don't know how old this is, but to me, mirror should be in there because we look in the mirror every day. That's why that came to my mind because I'm looking in this phone and I look in the mirror and I put my makeup on and wash my face, brush my teeth, and all that stuff every day. So I'm like, I would think mirroring would be in here. But anyway, I'm going to see the clones in here. I'm going to get sidetracked. Okay. I didn't invite nobody on here. The last time I hit the invite off my phone on different people on my phone in Messenger, my cousin Fonzie came up here. I don't think I haven't did that since to let nobody know that I was going live or whatever. But and then again too, I don't really want to wake nobody up early because I'm up. You know, y'all can, like I said, you can always come back and see this video. It says it's supposed to be up here like 30 days or something. I don't know y'all know what, I don't know what's going on with this dictionary this morning. But I just said last week I like this dictionary, but now it's kind of making me want to pull out another one, and I'm trying to figure out what my other one's at. 'Cause I got another big fat one, and then I got another skinny one like this, and then I got two little pocket ones. And guess what, y'all? Clone is not coming up in here either. It just skipped. Skip clone. Clock. Clod. Clothes. Closet. Clothes. Cloth. Anyway. Yeah, I think y'all know what mimic is. And mirroring and clone. Well, that was on my mind because I had been experiencing it, and then I wanted to talk about why God had probably brought it to me. Be right back. So I want to start off by saying this, and this why I really wanted to talk about it, because God God had the, um, the phone is like extra shiny because I cleaned it, so I had to move it because it's like it's like mirroring me. So so lately with me, I've been getting a lot of people asking me or telling me, "Hi, I like your hair," or "I like your makeup." And then lately, it's been this right here. I'll show you in a minute. I'm trying to clean it. I like your glasses. So this is why um I chose to talk about this, and then God had put it on my mind. Are you mimicking someone, or have you been inspired by someone? Because I know I'm inspired, but I never wanted to like be no one else. But I can tell you this. I'm gonna use an example. Have you ever been inspired by someone that you want to be like them? For instance, I grew up watching late entertainer Michael Jackson, and I was very inspired by him. The way he danced, the way he sing, the way he moved, and um, his character. The way he treated people, and that's one. And then as I grew older, I was inspired um, by a little older, not a lot older, but I was inspired by Oprah Winfrey. She inspired me um, on the education factor, not the first woman being a billionaire, but the education factor, and how she built her brand and had information out there. And I also um, I wondered and I was inspired by Jesus, but no one could ever ever mimic him. But I he was one of my inspirations um, in the Bible. If we want to go to the Bible, I was giving y'all some examples of people that were not in the Bible or on the spiritual, but things when we were young. Because a lot of young people wasn't taught the Bible to know these things about certain people that could have inspired them, like Moses, what I'm saying, David, or Joshua, whoever that is inspired by someone that's in the Bible now. But I'm giving examples of people that that are celebrities, you know, or somebody. I'll give you an entertainer. CC Winans, okay? We're inspired by her. I'm trying to think of someone else. Because I gotta get on the young people's level too. Um, I say Rick Ross. Rick Ross. Because he's a rapper. Rick Ross. Um, let's see. And younger people won't really know. I guess they know who he is. But anyway, y'all get what I'm saying. Uh, who inspired you? And did you want to be like them or similar to them, or do you want to be them? So, my reasons for talking about this is because lately I've been having experiencing where when I go somewhere, and I know I'm a good person, I know I try to carry myself well, and I do my hair and stuff like that, my makeup, and I was inspired by a lot of beautiful people, um, but I don't think I can get my face to look like nobody else's. I don't think so. God made everyone their self. He gave them everything He wanted us to have. We might change, because like with me, I noticed when I was younger, my eyebrows grew straight across and all up in here, unibrow and all that, and I had no shape to them. So I learned when I was younger. I'm trying to think what I learned. I may have learned a little bit about the eyebrows, maybe with I say Janet Jackson, or I'm trying to think some more people that I may have seen some nice eyebrows on, some nice eyebrows. And then I used to watch people do stuff, and like I pick it up like that. So like if I see somebody, like I can draw. Like if I look at something, I can look at it and I can draw it. It may not be uh, just like it, the image or whatever it is, but I can look at something and I can draw it. Um, that's one of the things that God, a gift He gave me to. I can draw. So I have been experiencing, even when I went to get dental work, the lady that was working on me, for some reason, she could never get my dental work done, but she would always be staring at me and telling me how my makeup and my hair looked nice and all that. And the last time I had went there, because I was trying to get partials, because I had missing teeth and still have missing teeth, but I have partials to put in there now. The last time I went, something went all over me. I was supposed to pick up my teeth that my partials that they have been working on almost 2 years. And when she stepped in the room, I felt like she mirrored me. She had went and got her eyebrows done like mine. I think she went and got the the microblading, because it looked more like a tattoo, whatever. You know, um, I mean, she had almost, and I looked and I was like, but I knew it wasn't. The Lord was showing it to me. It wasn't. I knew it wasn't me, because I know me, and I had been looking at this lady looking at my face every time I come to the dentist, and I'm seeing her, I'm staring at her while she's working on my mouth all the time, and she would always just compliment me. And then it started like with the hair, because I do different hairdos and different wig styles and stuff like that. And I noticed that she started doing a little hairdos. I said, okay, I understand. But this last time, the Lord showed it to me, and showed me that she was like almost like trying to steal my image, my mirror me, and she wasn't trying to give me no teeth, because she know if I got the teeth, I would look way better than I was looking. And I said maybe that's why every time I come, and then she tell me when the partials come back they broke, and she got to send them back to Japan again, uh, overseas, so I can get them again. And every time they come back, they're broken. So I said, and then the last time when she came in the room, and I looked up at her and I said, this lady just snatched my eyebrows off my face, and she lightened her skin up. She went and bleached her skin. And I said, oh, God, oh, mercy. And that then told me I got to get away from there and go somewhere else. Because anytime somebody went all out their way to do something like that, you don't know what they're going to do next. So I went ahead and made an appointment and went somewhere else, and I ended up, getting 2 sets of partials. God, for my trouble, God double, paid me back in double. So, And then I just been experiencing, different different people, some family members. And then uh, the last time was these glasses, and I called myself leaving them so they won't be seen. And I was going back to the store to purchase another pair, and I said I can't go in the store with these glasses on, because if I go in there, they're gonna run to where the glasses is and get them before I get them. So I left them in the car. Call myself being smart. So and I'm sitting there looking, and then the lady started talking to me. I don't know why this keep getting done. One lady was over there on the thing, and she was trying on glasses, and she started talking to me. And I said, "Okay, yeah, how you doing too?" And I was just so focused trying to get some more of these, because I'm bad on glasses, and I'll leave them somewhere or I'll break them. So I said, I'm gonna go ahead and buy a few of them sets. So I have them, because a lot of times too, when they make stuff, they don't make them no more. So now when I buy stuff, I try to buy 3, 4, 5 pair like that, so I ain't got to worry about it for years. Because sometimes they just can't continue stuff too. So so I'm in there and I'm looking, and the Chinese people, I got like a Chinese or Vietnamese shop, and it was a beauty supply. So they looking at me like, I had went the day before, and the lady told me, she said, "Well, I have one for you tomorrow when you come back." So, but when I went and I called up there, they didn't have them. So I said, I'm gonna go up there and see if she remember my face. And then she they didn't remember me, or some different people was in there. So I went right there where they got the boxes and different boxes, and I'm going through the glasses, and I'm going through them, and these two particular ladies is in the store with me, and they see how eager I was. So they was just looking, and the lady said, and I was showing her glasses, and some was similar to mine, and she was like, "Oh, okay, the glasses must be more important. Must be important to you." I'm getting distracted a little bit. So I was like, "Yes, they are." And then she was like, and then like another pair that I pulled out, it's like she wanted it, and I said, "Can I have something for myself?" And I just came out like that, and I ain't mean to come out like that, because I told her, I apologize to her. I was like, because I had been experiencing for the last couple months, people just everything like I put on or had on, or a smell or anything, was like they wanted to know where I got it from. I was like, "Can I have something to myself? Can can I have my own little image, or what, my own little character, my own little whatever I am?" I know they make stuff, and they mimic stuff, and they make thousands and millions of pairs, and everybody look different with it on and whatever like that. But I just felt some kind of way when the lady came to me, and I apologized to her right away. And because and what I had to do at the end before, I was in the store for about 25 minutes looking for the glasses, and then people was like, "You're not supposed to be going through the stuff. You're not supposed to go through the stuff." I said, "I understand." I said, "But the lady told me before I came that she was gonna have them ready for me today." I said, "Well, since y'all don't have time, I'll go down here and look through the boxes myself. Some boxes hadn't never been opened." So I'm on the right side of the store, and I'm going through, and I'm like, "Oh Lord, now I got just one pair of glasses." One pair of glasses. And I said, that means I gotta keep up with them, because people been having their eyes on them. I said, if I put them down, somebody gonna have them. So I like to have, I always like to have 2 or 3 or something, because it's been like that for a long time. So while they was in there, they was like, "You are so eager to get them glasses." Both of the ladies, one was a younger girl, younger than me, and one lady was older than me. So we all was like different ages. One was in her 30s, I'm in my 40s, and the other lady was like in her 50s and 60s. And I said, "Ma'am, I'm going to show you these glasses, what I'm trying to get." And when I came back in the store with these glasses on, they was like, "Oh, I see why." And then something told me, go on the left side in the boxes. I found a whole case of them. But the thing about it was, and then she heard that other lady was like, "Oh, let me get a pair." I was like, "Ma'am, did I just told you that I wanted something to myself?" I said, "The Lord showed me to come over here to get these." I said, "I'm gonna get them. I'm gonna get them in all, because they came in all colors." So I said, I'm going to get these. I said, I want these. I said, I want some for myself. She said, I understand. So, yeah. So that was like a scenario, and how people wanted to look like you or be like you, or mimic you. So that was last. That one the last. But and then another thing, the last like 3 pair of shoes that I bought. My own mother went and got the same ones. I was like, what's going on, Lord? So, and then certain hairstyles that I put on my head, you know, I mean, I get that a lot. I've been getting that all my life. But the glasses threw me when I was in there all that time. And they were sitting there just watching me, waiting to see which pair of glasses that I pull out. But these was in the car. These weren't on my face. I made sure these weren't on my face. Because I knew when I walked in that store and I had these on my face, they was going to go to that rack and it was going to look for these. And then I wouldn't have had none. So I left them in the car. And so when I went back out there, some say, look on the right side, but I was looking on the left side. Look on the right side in the boxes, because they keep them stacked in the boxes, and then when they have some missing, then they stick them on a little glass thing after you start buying pairs off of it. When you buy them, they stick another pair up there like that. And one thing about it, I took notice lately. I've been very persistent. Like anything I want, something that I'm striving for, I don't give up on it. So I was just sitting down there, and they was just over there talking in a different language, like, you're not supposed to go, and then they come up and say, you're not supposed to go do that stuff like that. I said, well, the lady had already said that I was okay to have something. She was going to come down here and get them for me. So, yeah, so that's what I'm trying to say about the mimicking and the cloning and the mirroring. And well, I don't want to talk about the envy things. I talked about the envy, but what I'm trying to get, what I'm trying to get, the point that I'm trying to get to, it's not even really about me, but it's just an experience that I have, something I've been going through, not just all my life, but this past couple of months. And the most important thing that they're not mirroring and they're not mimicking is my love for Christ, and the love that Christ shows to me. The main thing that is supposed to be mimicking, they're not mimicking, you know. And a lot of stuff, the way I look and the way I look in my eyes and my face, and I notice it myself, the glow and stuff, it's God, it's Christ in me. And I've been noticing it myself. I've been noticing the whole 360 and the change every time I wake up in the morning. I look in the mirror. I've been noticing it. I even look like I'm about 10 years younger, and I noticed that in the mirror myself. So I'm like, it ain't nobody but God. It ain't nobody but God. So to say, and the reason and that was on my mind is, are you mimicking Christ? No one will ever be able to be like him, but are you mimicking the stuff that he has done? You know, sacrificing yourself to God, being uh, being a being of service. You know, uh, being kind, and learning righteousness. And uh, are you? Oh God. The thing is, I wonder why people strive to be like another person and look like another person. You still have to change your heart and your mind, because nobody, uh, nobody's alike. Nobody's alike. And why not choose to be more like Christ? I mean, the peace that he brings, you know, the love, the understanding. I mean, it seems like the way the day is now, everybody thinks like, They thinking like, well, I have to look this way and I have to look this way. And it's all about the change within you. That is what that shines on the outside. I mean, like go back to the song, when I used to sing when I was in Sunday school, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. That is Jesus inside of me. That's causing the out appearance of me of shining. It's not the hair, it's not the makeup. That's just a add on. That's just a enhance. The glasses, it's a enhance. You know, what's in the inside of you is what's in the inside of you, and that's what's presented out when it come out your mouth and what you show. All this stuff is it's an enhance. All this hair, makeup, jewelry. It's an enhance. It's a put on. You know. So what I don't understand is why do people strive to be like other people and not strive to be more like God and Jesus and do the righteous thing, but they want to be like someone else, like Oprah or the next Michael Jackson. You ever heard anybody say they want to be the next Jesus? I know they probably don't want to because they don't want to go up there and die on that cross. Some people fear death. You know why? Because they have not accepted Jesus Christ as their Savior, and they think they're going to hell because they're not living right. But the reason I got up and I said it because I'm like, if you go and get the hairdo I have, you go get the earrings, you go get the glasses, you go get the earrings, you go get the glasses, you go get your eyebrows microbladed, you go buy a booty. I don't got no booty. I ain't never had no butt. When I was skinny, it might be a little bit of meat back there, but when you get older, you get more square, and then not only that, stuff sag. So you go and get all that. Does that change your inner appearance? You go get all this stuff to try to look like a person on the outside? Does it change the inside of you? So that's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about mimicking. Are you mimicking Christ? You can't clone him. Can't clone God because that's one of the Ten Commandments, But are you want to be more like Christ? Are you mimicking His kindness, His loving, His caring spirit, and His are you praying for people? Are you of service? Are you feeding people? Are you giving people stuff? I mean, that's why I don't understand people go all out their way to look like somebody, be like somebody, and what God wants us to do is to be righteous and be good to one another, and not just going, because you see somebody with a pair of glasses or a pair of Jordans, or it's. I mean, even if you buy this material stuff, your spirit really ain't gonna change. You might be a boastful and say, "Oh yeah, I got a pair of Jordans and I got a pair, with some glasses my son like Ray-Bans, Gucci." You may have that, but have your spirit change. You just putting on. You know what I'm saying? Just putting on. That's all you is putting on. And I just wanted to talk about that because I said people go out their way to look like somebody else, but you don't want this. You don't want to display Christ our Savior. It's kind of mind boggling. You want to look like somebody else, but you don't want to be kind and loving, and talk about God and Jesus, and it's kind of it's a little moving. It's a little moving, and it's weird. It's weird. It's weird. And I just thought about it. I was like, what if everybody in the world was more like Christ, was trying to mimic, what He did? You can never do what He did because that was His assignment and that was His purpose, was to come here and save us for our sins. But I'm talking about not the big things that He do. Like He prayed for people, you know what I'm saying? Perform miracles, feed the hunger, with the fish and 5 loaves, things like that. I mean, when you want to be more like Jesus than me and Oprah and Michael Jackson, well, you don't want to be like him no more because he passed. But I'm just speaking because his music's still here. So he still lives when you got music and stuff because people live through you. But yeah, just think about it. Think about being more like Christ and not just going around wanting to look like somebody and have what somebody have. You know, be yourself and be more like Christ. I mean, don't you think people's images have been stolen enough? You know, I do. You know what I tell people to do? I ain't gonna lie. I tell people that these my Malcolm X glasses. I said these are the women. I said these are the women Malcolm X glasses. And I swear I do. I do. And he was like, "Where you get them glasses?" I said, "These are my Malcolm X glasses." Yeah. Let me be me. Yeah. I mean, you can mimic Malcolm X because he was a man of God. But yeah, he was a prophet. But yeah, who are you mimicking? And try to mimic, you know, Jesus. Nobody will ever be him. Yeah, so now I'm gonna read something. Today is because I supposed to start off saying that. Today is July the 1st, and don't get it twisted. We know Independence Day coming up, but every day belongs to God, and the best thing that you can do is serve God and don't forget about Jesus and spread the word. Well, I didn't plan this. I'm gonna read something from Daniel, the book of Daniel, and this says Daniel dreamed of 4 beasts. And I already know, Lord, please work with me because I already know the words like I know in them books like that, those words. Oh, Jesus, help me. So it's Daniel, and it's chapter 7, and this is the first verse, and it's in NIV, New International Version. It says Daniel's dream of 4 beasts. In the first year of Belshazzar, Belshazzar, king of Babylon, Daniel had a dream, and visions passed through his mind as he was lying on his bed. He wrote down the substance of the dream. Wow, that goes back to what I was talking about last week about the visions and dreams and how sometimes you have your books and stuff in the bed to write stuff down, jot stuff down. Okay, verse second. The second verse in the 7th chapter. In my vision at night, I looked, and there before me were the 4 winds of heaven churning up the great sea. 4 great beasts, each different from the others, came up and out of the sea. And now this is verse 4, because 2 and 3 was together in a paragraph. Okay, verse 4. The first was like a lion, and it had the wings of an eagle. I watched until its wings were torn off and it was lifted from the ground so that it stood on 2 feet like a man, and the heart of a man was given to it. Okay, verse 5. And there before me was a second beast, which looked like a bear. It was up, excuse me, raised up on one of its sides, and it had 3 ribs in its mouth between its teeth. It was told, "Get up and eat your fill of flesh." After that, I looked, and there before me was another beast, one that looked like a leopard, and on its back it had 4 wings like those of a bird. This beast had 4 heads, and it was given authority to rule. Wow. All right, we're in 7 now. Verse 7. 7 of chapter 7. After that, in my vision at night, I looked, and there before me was a 4th beast, terrifying and frightening and very powerful. It had a large iron. It had large iron teeth. It crushed and devoured its victims and trampled underfoot whatever was left. It was different from all the former beasts, and it had 10 horns. Okay. Verse 8. While I was thinking about the horns, there before me was another horn, a little one, which came up among them, and 3 of the first horns were uprooted before it. This horn had eyes like the eyes of a man, and a mouth that spoke boastfully. Excuse me. As I looked, thorns were set in place, and the Ancient of Days took his seat. His clothing was as white as snow, and his hair of his head was white like wool. His throne was flaming with fire, and its wheels were all ablaze. A river of fire was flowing, coming out from before him. Thousands upon thousands attended him. 10,000 times 10,000 stood before him. The court was seated, and the books were open. Verse 11. Then I continued to watch because of the boastful words the horn was speaking. I kept looking until the beast was slain and its body destroyed and thrown into the blazing fire. 12. The other beasts had been stripped of their authority, but were allowed to live for a period of time. 13. In my vision at night I looked, and there before me was one like a son of man, coming with the clouds and the heavens. The approach, the, he approached the Ancient of Days, and and was led into his presence. He was given authority, glory, and sovereign power. All peoples, nations, and men of every language worshiped him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion that will not pass away, and his kingdom is one that will never be destroyed. Now, the interpretation of the dream. This is 16 of Daniel, chapter 7. I, Daniel, was troubled in spirit, and the visions that passed through my mind disturbed through my mind disturbed me. I approached one of those standing there and asked him the true meaning of all this. So he told me and gave me the interpretation of these things. 17. The four great beasts are four kingdoms that will rise from the earth. But the saints of the Most High will receive the kingdom and will possess it forever. Yes, forever and ever. 19. Then I wanted to know the true meaning of the fourth beast, which was different from all the others and most terrifying. With its iron teeth and bronze and its hold on with its iron teeth and bronze claws, the beast that crushed and devoured its victim and trampled underfoot whatever was left. Also wanted to know about the 10 horns on its head, and about the other horn that came up, before which 3 of them fell. The horn that looked more imposing than the others, and that had eyes and a mouth that spoke boastfully. As I watched, this horn was wagging. What's that? No. Yeah. Wagging war against the saints and defeating them until the Ancient of Days came and pronounced judgment in favor of the saints of the Most High, and the time came when they possessed the kingdom. All right, I'm gonna go to 23. He gave me this explanation. The fourth beast is a fourth kingdom that will appear on earth. It will be different from all of the other kingdoms and will devour the whole earth, trampling it down and crushing it. The 10 horns are the 10 kings who will come from this kingdom. After them, another king will arise, different from the earlier ones. He will subdue 3 kings. He will speak against the Most High and oppress his saints and try to change the set times and the laws. The saints will be handed over to him for a times and half a time. Okay. I'm in 26, chapter 7, Daniel. But the court will sit, and his power will be taken away and completely destroyed forever. Then the sovereignty, power, and greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven will be handed over to the saints. The people of the Most High, his kingdom will be an everlasting kingdom, and all rulers will worship and obey him. This is the end of the matter. I, Daniel, was deeply troubled by my thoughts, and my face turned pale, but I kept the matter to myself. Wow. That was a lot of reading. Daniel's deep. You gotta get deep in Daniel. That's a lot of reading. But his visions was very vivid to him because he wrote about it. And he was speaking of our Savior, Jesus Christ. I believe so. Was coming. But the book of Daniel, like I said, is deep, so you probably have to go more into there. You know, for people that understand the Bible and read, and you might want to go in there and try to read majority of the book of Daniel, because I believe this is when heaven and I think it's when the difference between hell and heaven, because the beast that they were talking about, it sounded like they were of the devil, and Jesus was sent. Yeah. See, Daniel is a small book, but it's if I'm looking at it now, it's right after Ezekiel, and the book of Daniel, it's small, but it covers a lot, because it was based on his dream about what he was foreseeing, and he was trying to understand his dream and interpret what he was dreaming. And what it sounded like is like the different people, the beast that came was that was not of God, and I guess those was trying to the beast was trying to grab a hold of different uh, different people. I think it's some thousands and thousands, trying to get them to follow them. It's like a like a somebody idol, or either what I get so far from that is he had a dream about um and then the family like separated, like a separation of the four different worlds and four different beasts. Yeah, I gotta get more into that. I'm telling you, but for some reason I I just came to it. So um, I'm trying to connect the dots, you guys, because usually when I talk about something, I usually connect dots. I mean, I started talking about somebody mimicking, and then we get in here, and they was talking. Them birds is just chirping outside, and then they talk about Daniel's dream where four beasts came, and he described what they looked like, and to me it sounded like somebody, like um some hell-bound stuff, you know. And then it said, well, Jesus. I think this is when Jesus. It said something about the cloud, and then the heaven gonna make it better, like on earth. That would have sounded like when Jesus came or something. Cause the way at first it sounded like a scary movie, was describing these monsters and beasts, and then was saying that the heavens and the earth and a cloud, and then said fire. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get more into that. So anybody that knows, and I'm gonna have to get some clarity, because that's my assignment. That's my assignment for myself, because I remember they said Daniel and the rock and a giant. I remember that. So I have to get back in here, because because look, this is Daniel right here. This little thing right here is about Daniel. It don't in the Bible. This little stuff right here, but it's essential. It's important. It's very important. But it don't cover. I mean, this little bit, I guess it cover a lot. So that was what did I read? Daniel 7 through. Where did I stop at? Let's see, 7 through. I went all the way over here. Let's see. Yep, Daniel 7. Then I went to see. Yeah, I gotta figure out one. Yeah, I think I went to 28. 7 through 28, because I don't think I went down here to Daniel's vision of the ram. And this man, he could foresee a lot of stuff, I tell you that, because now he's talking about in 8. Yeah, I did 7 through 28. But Daniel vision of the ram and the goat is in 8. So this is someone that had visions. When I was telling y'all about visions, God have people that have visions. And a lot of times, when your mind is cluttered, and for people that drink or do drugs, a lot of that stuff you won't see clear. You can't see clear if you got your mind tainted and stuff like that. But that's interesting. So, But I'm not gonna get off what the topic was. Are you mimicking Christ? Are you trying to be more like Christ, or are you trying to be like a a, a celebrity? You know, or somebody that are you trying to be like them? You know, who are you mimicking? You know, think about it. Do you envy them, or you want to be them? I mean, yeah. Who are you mimicking, and why are you mimicking them? Because God made everybody their own person, just like right here, Daniel. He gave Daniel those dreams. Ain't nobody else some dreams. He gave them to Daniel. You know. Yeah. So I thought I would do something a little different. And I read more from the Bible than usually, because usually I just read something from a book somebody wrote, or and then go relate to the scripture. But I will read Jesus always, and then I end with that, because I still have things to do today. I don't have a lot to do though, because I've been doing a lot of little um, housework on the side. I got a couple more things I got to tidy up, and then it's been raining, so you know how that make you. Rain make you lazy. It does. I don't know why, but it does. All right, first day of July, in Jesus always, and in July she has a verse saying, "I will not forget you. See, I have engraved you on the palms of my hand." And that is Isaiah 49, chapter 49, 15 through 16. That verse. So that's what she got for the beginning of July. Got a whole new month, guys. Wow. So all the goals and everything that y'all didn't get done last month, just try to stick to them this month. It took how many hours? For God to make one day? Is it 24? Yeah. So yeah, just try to stay focused and keep God first. Okay, July 1st, and Always Jesus by Sarah Young. It says, "I have engraved you on the palms of my hands." It's almost like what I was saying though. Like everybody's different. Okay. And this is an internal commitment. Nothing could ever scrape off or corrode this inscription for you. Inscription for you are my treasured blood bought possession. Wow. Engraving on precious metals is a practice that is meant to be permanent. However, the etching may wear off over the years, and sometimes these objects are lost or stolen or melted down. So put first put first things first, beloved. Precious metals like gold and silver have some value on the world, but they are as worthless as rubbish compared to the surpassing greatness of knowing Jesus. And that's me. She's saying me forever. This Jesus talking. through Sarah. Since you are written on the palms of my hand, you may be assured that you are always visible to me. People sometimes jot notes on their palms to remind them of something important. I have engraved you on my palms because you are eternally precious to me. Rejoice in the wonder of knowing that I, the King of the universe, consider you priceless treasure. Respond by treasuring me above all else. And that's Isaiah 49, chapter 49, 50 through 16. She got that at the beginning when you open up July. And then Philippians chapter 3, 8 through 9. And then Psalms 43 and chapter 43 and 4. Yeah, so that goes back to a little bit what I was saying about when I first came on about the mimicking, uh, wanting somebody's hair, the gold, their glasses, their shoes, or whatever. All that, all that corrodes, all that. It's not melt down, Uh, but Jesus, he's always there, you know. Try to be more like him, Don't try to, strive. I mean, it's all right to have people that you look up to and inspire you, but wanting to be like someone, I mean, God got everybody here for, you know, to do their own purpose. And the main thing what he wants us to do is to keep a relationship with him, be open-minded, respect everyone, and, be yourself. I mean, it's okay, you know. I got CC wine that's sitting over there on the refrigerator. She has a beautiful spirit, and she's emulating, and she's doing God's will, and she's sharing the word with us through her music and her books and all that stuff. So, it's nothing wrong with people that is mirroring Jesus and God and teaching that self righteousness and being more like. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. But we don't want to just go and steal nobody's whole face and their whole job and their whole image. Something that God gave them, and y'all know what I'm talking about. So if the world would mimic Jesus and be more like him, I don't think hair, makeup, jewelry, shoes, whatever be the subject, because I don't think Jesus wore makeup and hair and stuff like that anyway. So it was more about what he did and how his character was and how he treated folks. I don't think the out appearance. Nobody really cared about his out appearance. It was what he was doing from within side. His spirit, his aura, his character. It wasn't what he had on, what he looked like. Um, his value wasn't his gold or his silver, his diamonds, his shoes. The value was his compassion, the sacrifice that he made for us. And just remember that, when you look in the mirror every day, before you put your hair on, your makeup, your earrings, and your big necklaces and diamonds, and just remember who you are mimicking, who you mimicking, and who you want to be more like, and who you serve, and yeah. With that, I'm gonna get off. We get off it, and I'm not gonna really say nothing about it again, and it's okay. It's okay because they got a lot of these books right here. I don't mimic Sarah. I thank God for her and I pray for her and her family. And so I don't mind reading her word and going and buying one of these. I don't mind going and buy glasses. But I know when I take these glasses off, this is still me. Just me. I take this hair off. I take makeup off. I take the earrings off. But it's me. Can I see God in me? Can I express my love like Jesus expresses his? You know, at the end of the day, we gotta take all this stuff off. You know, you can sleep in it. Even if you sleep in it, you still gonna wake up who you are. You know, yeah. Let's not get caught up into materialistic and wanting to be like someone and thinking that your character, your demeanor gonna change because the only way your demeanor, your character gonna change is when you accept Jesus Christ as your Savior and you start living for Him and you serve your purpose. Um, the other stuff is irrelevant, material stuff because majority of stuff I'm wearing now is custom jewelry, and this is not, you know, uh, Versace. This is not Gucci, but it could be, you know. But yeah, just remember, when you're gonna mimic somebody, try to mimic somebody, that's gonna get you to heaven. You know, it's okay. But yeah, thank God for the ones that inspire us to be more like Christ, and I thank God, for all the ones that is of good service and want to keep us in line and on track with keeping our relationship with God and being righteous and showing compassion for one another. And I'll continue to keep the world in my prayers, and hopefully they don't get distracted by all the fashion and the material things in this world. And just know who you are, and please do know that Jesus continue to let the sun shine, and that's the sun of God. And I hope everybody have a good day. And like I said, this is July 1st, 2024. So, yeah, just continue to have a relationship with God, and don't let it just be Sundays. Carve out time every day to spend some time, whether it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 hour, whatever. Spend some time with God and Jesus, because that's your priority. It should be your priority. Every day should be your priority, because you're not gonna be able to make it without them. So, with that, just say y'all have a good day, and hopefully, everybody be safe and treat everybody nice, and spread the love of Jesus Christ. All right, this is Wake Up with Jesus. Every time I try to do it, it don't let me go. It's trying to get a thumbnail, I think.